Today we are continuing with our lecture on guide. For thesis presentation. Thesis writing, you can use writing. Guide for thesis writing. So, one can do a research, a technical research, very well, but to present it in a readable form becomes a problem, becomes a challenge. To present it in a way people will read it and understand becomes a problem. You'll be mixing things, do this, do that. So in this brief lecture today, we want to give a guide on how to present your research work. So when you must have decided or talked about your topics, you know your topic. After having the topic, what comes to your mind is the aim, what you want to achieve. What you want to achieve at the end of that research. And after deciding on the aim, then you set out your objectives. You have your objectives. Let's say objective is here. After having your objectives, the next thing is what do I do to arrive or to achieve these objectives? So, which we call materials and methods. Some people can call it methodology. That is materials and methods. These are the materials and methods, which means the methods you are using, you will use or you have used to achieve each of the objectives you have. Then, after doing that, the next thing is your results. Result is the next column. Then, after that, you have discussions. So, if you follow this format, if you have this at the back of your mind, it will help you. So, what your objective one, you state your objective one. What do I have in objective one? When you have this, the things you set out, the way to achieve them, determines what you will do here under your materials and methods. What you will do is to help you achieve objective one. And after achieving that one, what result did I get? Probably the result you get could be appealing to you, could not be appealing. It doesn't matter at this stage. So you put that result here. And after putting that result, then the next thing is when you come to discussion, having a look at this result. What is this raw result telling me? Maybe you plotted in a graph. Maybe you plotted it you have them on tables. You ask yourself, what and what does this result give me? How does it look like? Is it appealing? Is it not appealing? Is it in line with what I expected or not? That is what you do. And during that, after setting it down, you look at them. And when you are looking at them, it's your discussion. What do you have to say about this result? That is a discussion. What have you got to do? What have you learned from the result? What is the result? What does it look like? This can easily be seen from your tables or from your graphs if you plotted, so that you can easily see have the result, the trend of movement, the trend of variation, how it is. So when you note that, that forms your discussion. And this discussion, you are not doing it in isolation. You are doing it in relation to what others have achieved, who worked alongside your own research. And that is why, in fact, we should have said it here as literature review. Literature. Literature review. Literature review is what have people, other researchers like you, said concerning this topic. Research works that are related to what you are working on. What have they discovered? What have they said? What are the gaps in what they said? And when you note those gaps and note your objectives and do your materials and method and have your results, then it's under discussion. You will be able to say that what you found out, what you have discovered, is in line with so person who worked on so thing have said, who worked on similar thing, or who said this, have discovered, or have not discovered. Probably, if it is in line, you say you approve it. If it's not in line, you can make a suggestion that it could be because of this, it could be because of that. Because